everybody. Welcome to Komprise Data on the Move, and welcome to 2024. I have Krishna Subramanian with us today. She is our COO and co-founder. Oh, I'm Polly Traylor. I work in marketing. But hi, Krishna. Good to see you, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Polly.
Yes, great to have you. So we're going to talk today about a very, I guess, fundamental topic in data storage and data management today. Can you talk about that a little bit? We call it file level tiering, but how does it work? And why is it, in some cases, a better solution than maybe a traditional storage tiering solution?
Okay, so storage vendors that historically would tier data, tier pieces of data for efficiency reasons between their higher performance and lower performance disks. They extended that concept to tier data from their higher performance disk or even SSD to something like the cloud. And what they did is they are using the same design that they used within their file system. So inside a storage vendor's file system, they chunk up data into many blocks. And some of those blocks that they think are cold, at a volume level, you typically set a single policy for the whole volume, and every piece of block, regardless of which file it belongs to, every block that fits that policy, they will move that to the cheaper tier, which may even be the cloud, but it's all inside the file system. So from the outside, you can't say, hey, now my data is in AWS. Let me go use it in AWS. Let me run a AI service from AWS on that data. You cannot do that because as far as you, the user, are concerned, that file system owns your data, not the cloud, not the tier that it's on. So your data is owned by that file system. The file system is managing all the blocks. So you're getting some efficiency because some blocks are sitting somewhere else, but you're also losing efficiency when you try to read the block because it's rehydrating it. And you're also losing the fact that you cannot actually use all the native cloud services on your data. So it's really, you should use storage tiering for things like snapshots or secondary data that you have in the storage where you want better efficiency of your storage, but you're not trying to save costs on the full data estate because that's not what it's designed for.
Okay.
What we do is file level tiering. We say, look, this whole file is cold, and based on your policy, you want to move this somewhere else. We're going to take the entire file and we're going to put it as an object in your object storage, and we're going to leave what we call a Komprise dynamic link on that source. So it's going to, your users still think the file is local, they can still open it, but the entire file is sitting as an object in your object store, and you can use, all your data services in the cloud. You can move it to a cheaper tier in the cloud. You don't have to keep it just at the first place it landed. You can have different policies for different files in the same share even. You don't have to set a policy just at the volume level. So what we are providing is a true data management solution that maximizes savings, maximizes data usage, and maximizes flexibility. So it's not just a storage efficiency solution, it's a data management solution.
Okay, that makes sense. And it just sounds like overall more flexible, and especially because I think a lot of our customers are really interested in cloud tiering for all those use cases with AI and long-term storage, but also they can really get the full benefit of that if they do it this way with an independent.
And also more flexibility, Polly, because a lot of times people want to say, this data, the engineering data, I want to keep for 2 years before I move it. But finance data, I can move it maybe, faster, or administrative data, maybe I move faster. Whatever it is, you can set different policies regardless of which volume the data is in when you use us. Also, if you do end up looking at the metadata or you even opening the file, you don't have to rehydrate it with our solution. And so you don't have to wait another 90 days and move it back. You don't have all this thrashing of data. So we do save a lot more costs we reduce egress costs in a cloud tiering scenario.
If you want to learn more about it on Komprise.com, we have several white papers that discuss this in great detail so you can understand more about the pros and cons. And it was really great to connect with you, Krishna. And we'll be back again.
Thank you all.
Thanks.